Hi, I'm Missy Woodward with Critter Crusades. We're here at the Animal Rights Conference 2007 in Los Angeles, California. I've met an interesting woman, Shirley Puga. She's here with, well, herself. She's helping horses. Hi, Shirley.
Hello, nice to meet you, Missy.
So tell me what you do exactly to help horses just on your own.
Absolutely. For approximately the last 14 months, I've been rescuing horses off of the feedlot. And to date, I've rescued over 200.
How do you do that?
Well, basically, I have a contact at the feedlot, and she calls me when there's nice, sound, healthy horses that she doesn't want to see go to slaughter. And she says, hey, I've got these 6, 8, 10, 12 horses. She runs a list, runs down a list, gives me a description, gives me their meat price, because they're sold by the pound, and I get to fundraising. She sends me photos, and I put out a plea to all my horse contacts. I utilize a couple of bulletin boards, and we raise the money to rescue them.
How did you get started in this?
Well, I've loved horses all my life, and I've been very active in the anti-slaughter campaign, trying to pass a ban on horse slaughter.
And that's in the state of Texas?
Well, actually, that's the federal ban. HR 503, the American Horse Slaughter Prevention Act. And we're trying to make it illegal in the United States to slaughter horses, and illegal to transport our American horses across Mexican and Canadian borders for slaughter. So while I was working on that campaign, I realized that a lot of horses in this country were being killed, and a lot of healthy, robust, young horses that had a lot more life left in them. And little by little, I I got a message one day that said, hey, there's these pregnant mares at the slaughter, on their way to slaughter. Can you help? And my very first rescue was a pregnant mare and a mare with a 2-week-old foal. And I paid for them myself. They were $1,000. And found a rescue for them to go and hang out at.
So they will actually take a foal that's just been born and slaughter it?
The foal's actually worthless to them. They just cast the foal aside and send the mother off to the slaughter plant.
So how can someone get involved and wants to do something like this?
Well, they can email me directly if they'd like. My address is equineangel22@yahoo.com, and I'm happy to tell people how they can be involved in the process, whether by donating to help rescue them, whether by helping me spread the word, to get more donations or to find places for these horses to go. I have amazing people that I work with, lots of rescuers. My network continues to expand month after month, and it's a good thing because it seems like the rescues are coming fast and furious. What started out as maybe every other month I was rescuing a handful, it's become almost a weekly thing.
So there's a situation that's happened. They've closed down 2 plants in Texas. So now what's happening with the horses? What's the problem now that's causing so many horses leaving the country?
The problems we still have is, although the 2 Texas slaughter plants are closed, and the Illinois plant has been closed and reopened back and forth due to, restraining orders against the new law, temporary injunctions and whatnot while their appeals get heard. More and more horses are crossing up the borders into Canada to the slaughter plant and down to Mexico. And our real fear as horse lovers is that they'll continue to stream into Mexico because the slaughtering there is much less regulated than here, and it's really much more barbaric. So we really need our federal ban passed so that it'll stop our horses passing over the borders for slaughter.
Who wants this meat?
Well, in France and Belgium and Japan, horse meat is considered a delicacy, and they'll pay up to $20 a pound for it. And so basically what all of us are saying is, that's fine, you guys like to eat horse meat, raise and kill your own horses. We don't want to send our American horses over there for you guys.
What's a typical day for you when you're rescuing? What does it look like? What does it sound like?
Lots of phone calls, lots of emails. I'm fast and furious raising funds. Simultaneously, I'm calling my rescue contacts to say, hey, do you guys have any space? If you do, what would be your preference? Here's what I've got. I've got a racehorse. I've got a couple ranch horses. I've got some mares with new foals. I've got a weanling. Some rescues like to focus on the young ones they can train. Some like horses that are already broke to ride because they can easily adopt them out. Others focus more on the retirees, like, they'll take retired racehorses and kind of put them out to pasture and keep them around. So I'm fundraising, I'm calling my rescue contacts, I'm working to arrange transport once I figure out where they're all going to go. It's pretty much I live with my computer and my cell phone glued to me until the rescues are complete.
What's the best advice you can give someone that wants to get involved and do something like this at whatever level to help horses?
Well, even if you start out, knowing one local rescue, find out who the local rescues are. Find out how you can help them. Sometimes volunteering with them or talking with them gives you ideas on how you can help save more horses. A lot of times the rescues need hands-on volunteer work. Sometimes they need donations to build more fencing so they can expand their capacity. Donate to the rescues, donate to rescue efforts like what I'm doing. Really, what I'd love to see is that more people join in the effort to ban horse slaughter and call their representatives and say, we don't want this. Because frankly, the majority of the voting public does want horse slaughter banned. And so there's just a few holdout elected officials that refuse, to bring these bills to the floor to vote. And it's very frustrating. People have been working on this legislation for 6-7 years.
So the good thing now is that you can be in San Diego, where you're located. You can get on the phone, you can get on the internet, you can save a horse in Oregon, you can save a horse
Absolutely.
in Texas. It doesn't really matter where the horse is, and you can be a middleman like you. You're a conduit for all these people, and you go online, you find, as you said, bulletin boards that talk about horses, talk about horse rescue, and hop on.
Yes, there's a lot of bulletin boards where horse enthusiasts hang out and frequent regularly. And so I'll post my urgent request out there. Hey, I've got these 6 horses. I've got rescues to take them. Please help donate so that we can raise the money to pay the meat price for them and send them to a rescue. And then the rescue can take it from there. I don't adopt out. I don't place these horses directly into adopted homes. Send them to rescues. The rescuers take it from there. They rehab them if necessary. They put a little, put some groceries into them, farrier work, dental work, whatever they need to make them adoptable. And then they, find a suitable adopter.
You truly are an equine angel. Thank you for what you do, Shirley.
Thanks, Missy. I
Thanks.
appreciate it.